Are you looking to rent an apartment in New York City this year? In this video, I will give you the secret step-by-step process on how to rent an apartment in NYC. Many people miss out on renting the apartment of their dreams in New York because they are unprepared, but after watching this video, I can assure you that will not happen to you. My name is Tom O'Byrne, real estate agent for Douglas Elliman Real Estate, the #1 brokerage in New York City, and in 2019, I was named Rookie Agent of the Year in New York City, and a lot of my business came from helping people just like you find and rent an apartment. Before making this video, I checked the resources out there and could not find any that talk about the issues that I'm about to discuss right now, which is probably why so many people miss out on renting the apartment that they love in New York. So if after watching this video you feel like you've learned something from it, I'd really appreciate it if you click that like button down below, and at the end of this video I will tell you how to get my free renter's guide. If you think all there is to renting an apartment in New York is finding one on one of the major websites, responding to it, seeing it in person, and telling the agent you'll take it, then this is the video for you because there is so much more to it. Most people miss out because they are not prepared. They don't know their budget, they don't know what to expect, they don't know their credit score, and they do not have their financial documents ready to be sent the moment that they know they want to take the apartment. So step 1, know your budget. In many cases, landlords will want you to make 40 times the annual rent. So if the rent is $2,000 per month, you'll more than likely need to make $80,000 per year to be considered a qualified applicant. But the incomes of everyone signing the lease will be considered. So if you have a roommate and you each make $40,000 per year, then you'll more than likely will meet the incomes requirements when your incomes are combined. Step 2, know your credit score. A good credit score to have when looking to rent is 700, but many landlords will still work with you even if it is a little lower when they run your credit and see that there are no major red flags bringing it down. Right off the bat, I can tell you that having a lot of missed payments or bills and collections are the major red flags that are going to stop you from being approved. You can find out your credit score by using services like Credit Karma or even through your bank. So moving on to step 3, now that you know your budget, you know your credit score, it's time to start looking. Websites like StreetEasy or Zillow, all of the major search engines make it easy, but make sure that you're reading the listing. Is it pet friendly? Is it pet friendly but only for cats? Is it dog friendly but only for dogs up to 20 pounds? Is it short term? Is it a long term lease? Does it have an elevator? Does it have no elevator? A good agent has included all of this information in the listing, but don't be afraid to ask these questions before you reach out just to confirm, because sometimes they're left out. Also, remember your time frame. Are you looking in January but don't need to move until April? Don't waste your time. The apartments that you will be able to see in January are ready for tenants that month or in February. So look through the listing and see if there are any comments about the move-in date. There'll be nothing more frustrating to you than spending your time, energy, and MTA money than looking at apartments you can't rent because your move-in date is too far out. And step 4, have your financial documents ready. I've saved what I consider the most important part for last because even though you know your income, you know your job status, you know your bank info, you now have to show it to the agent and the landlord. This is a checklist I give to all of my clients, standard documents they will need to have ready to give to a landlord or real estate agent. 1, bank statements. Your last 2 months should be sufficient. You can usually print them up right off of your bank's website, or you can screenshot the PDFs through your bank's mobile app. If you have multiple banking statements, you're going to have to provide multiple banking statements to the management company, the real estate agent, whoever. Number 2, your photo ID. Take it out of your wallet or your pocket, take a photo of it, and have it ready to include in that packet. Number 3, recent pay stubs. Your last 2 should be sufficient, but if you want to go back further, it certainly can't hurt. If you can't get them because you are self-employed, include a letter explaining that, showing your bank statements how you earn. If you can't get them because you get direct deposit and whatever office that you're waiting for them from will take too long, just highlight them on the statements you're submitting, and that should be enough. Number 4, your employment verification letter. I have a feeling this is going to become more important than in the past because of the high unemployment, New York City putting a freeze on evictions. Just have a letter from your employer stating your employment status and salary. If you're paid off the books, you should be able to still get a letter from your employer. Number 5, your most recent tax filings, whether you have a W-2 or a 1099. And just to go back to that employment verification letter, if you just started your job and you don't have if you don't have direct deposit statements or pay stubs, just have them include your salary and what you will be paid moving forward. Number 6, letter from your most recent landlord saying you are a good tenant and leaving on good terms. And my last tip about these documents for all my future renters of New York, have them all in one PDF. If you're sending all of these documents in one by one, some may get lost in the shuffle, and the agent you're working with may think you've stopped applying, can't provide something, maybe they are waiting to hear back from you, but you've already sent everything in. And all of these things just add time to your process, and in that time, someone else who watched this video, someone else who clicked the like button down below and took all of this advice is now renting the apartment that you wanted. So don't let that happen to you. If you're not sure how to create a PDF that includes all of these documents, it's in my free renter's guide. And now that we've reached the end of this video, as promised, I'd like to tell you how to get it. It's filled with valuable information to make your rental process as easy as possible. And the instructions on how to get it are in the description of this video down below. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I will respond. Thank you so much. Have a great day and happy renting.